Nationally known real estate expert and radio host Christine Lee is getting real with real estate. Christine, always good to see you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you say that there are 5 things that someone must do to ensure they get the top dollar for their home. And to start off with, you talked about the certified pre-owned program.
Yes.
How does that work?
Well, I think the quickest analogy is, when you go to buy a used car, I mean, it's well known. Oh, get this, you have a 250-point inspection, and and this is for a used car. It's tens of thousands of dollars. But your home, this is hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, and we don't have anything up front. Completely bizarre. And so what I'm saying is, as part of the certified pre-owned program, get all of those things done up front, take the risk out from the buyers. And when you minimize risk, the buyers are willing to pay more for your house. So it's all about helping you get top dollar for your home.
So let's break down what the parts of that program, because you waste so much time in negotiation, then you've got to go get the inspection, then you've got to go get the appraisal, and then you may lose the buyer. You got to get them while they're hot. So I love your philosophy, because it's get all that stuff up front.
Exactly. So the step 1 is get the real estate appraisal. So when you get the appraisal, you know what your value is worth. You as a seller, you're now in the driver's seat. And so you know exactly what your home is worth, and you can convey that to the buyer, and it helps you from not giving your home away. And I hear that so many times. I don't want to give my house away. Well, you know what? First step,
Do the work.
Get the appraisal.
And then you can make the decision. Maybe it's not the right time for me to put my house on the market if this is what the value is of my house right now.
Exactly. Then you saved yourself week after week, month after month of just being dragged through the mud.
Now, an inspection is obviously the next thing that buyers are going to want to look at.
Absolutely. And so when you get the home inspection, here's something that most sellers don't know. If you wait to get the home inspection once you're under contract, then anything you do, you have to contractually get a contractor, a licensed contractor, to do all the work. So if you have a $5 toilet flapper that needs fixing, instead of doing it yourself, going to Lowe's and picking up a little piece and getting it fixed, you now have to get a licensed contractor.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Trip fee, $75 for them to just show up at your door to ring the doorbell.
Wow.
So with an inspection, you can also decide, because sometimes there are some projects you just don't want to deal with. You want to include it, but say, I'll take $5 grand off the price of the house because you can deal with this. I don't want to deal with it.
Exactly. And just this week, there was a buyer that walked away from the house because there was so much wood repair that the seller wasn't aware of. And even if the seller was willing to fix it, okay, they said, no, it's in such disrepair, and who knows what else is wrong with the house.
Right. So if you get that stuff fixed ahead of time, then they don't have those lingering questions.
Exactly. And oh my gosh, if you have anything major, mechanical, roofing, that you need fixed and it's going to cost you thousands of dollars, normally, ideal scenario, you want to have plenty of time to get multiple bids, negotiate on the price. But when you're under contract, you're under the gun, you don't have time. It's like tick tock, and you just say yes to something just to get the deal done. So much stress, and it'll end up costing you thousands of dollars.
And another thing to get top dollar is to stage the house. Don't just leave it empty and leave it up to the imagination, because you may walk in and go, how am I going to furnish this? I don't see how this layout is going to work for me.
Or you've got clutter everywhere, which scares people away because they think that the room is smaller than it really is.
Absolutely. And so think of a buyer coming to your house like a first date. Set the right impression. So if someone comes to a date and they got drool on their face, didn't even brush their hair, and probably
You've got them, right?
Sold. No, so I mean, you probably wouldn't even make it past hello. And so likewise, when a buyer comes to your house, set the right impression. It's an emotional purchase, right? We've heard that real estate is an emotional process. So help them fall in love with your house, because what does that mean for you as a seller? You're going to get top dollar for your house.
Or maybe multiple bids.
Oh, there you
even
go.
Better.
And you're a true romantic.
Put a little Nick Loretta in the background,
you.
light some candles. There you go. All right, talk about, you have an offer that really will save a potential seller a lot of money.
Absolutely. So when you hire us for the job of selling your home, you're going to get a free appraisal, home stager, or home inspection for free as part of this program. We believe in it that much. And so if your goal as a seller is to get top dollar for your house, which is, who wouldn't, then having these things in place is absolutely a must, because it just makes sense.
Yeah, and you're offering a $400 to $500 value right there with that offer.
Absolutely.
All right, Christine, thanks so much. Always such great information.
Good stuff,
Always makes such good sense, too. You hear that and you're like, duh, why wouldn't we do it that way?
Good stuff, Christine. All right, and thanks to Patton and Lee of Keller Williams Jacksonville Realty for sponsoring this segment as well.
And remember, if you're considering selling your home within the next few months, visit www.sellinghomesoon.com to find out how you can receive that free appraisal, home stager, or home inspection.